Snipe. Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill. Killing frenzy.
Warning. Bullets.
No scope. Double kill. Counter snipe. Triple kill. Overkill. Killing spree. Kill-tacular.
Make it dirty.
Counter. No scope. Double kill. No scope. Triple kill. Killing spree. Overkill. Victory. 360. No scope.
I have realized this morning that I have significantly more footage to edit than what I thought. But what's going on, you little oddballs? It's your boy Coreboy, and I'm back at it again today with a new video, and we have been on a fucking tear, if you can't tell by the last game I played. I was on one. Of course, accuracy wasn't that great. I was going for shots, but it's whatever. We're here. But today, if y'all watched yesterday's video, you probably heard about this a little bit because I was talking about my last 2 goals that I have in Infinite. And I just want to go ahead and let you all know, because this is like an announcement I want to set aside. Every weekend from now on until I complete these goals, so I'm holding to this from Friday to Sunday, I will basically be streaming all weekend. Basically on Friday night, starting at 9 p.m. EST, or a little bit after 9 p.m. EST, because that is whenever I get off work, I will be starting up stream, and we will be playing Halo from Friday to Saturday. Of course, I do have to sleep at some point, so of course I will not be live, like, a full 48 hours, but I'm going to be live for most of that, playing Halo, trying to knock out these last 2 goals, and if you all do want to come help me, please ask, like, come join up some games with me, come play Oddball, because, dear God, that's the only way I'm going to get the fucking 100 kills done. Been practicing, actually, I spent a lot of time practicing yesterday, because I was like, I just need to get in the mindset of it. Back over to M&K like normal, because, man, I don't know what it is. I got to be completely honest, as a player, on my own volition, it's so much more satisfying. I don't know what it is. Like, playing on M&K, especially for Halo, just feels so good when I hit a shot or a clip. It just feels so fucking good to hit these things. And I don't know why, but when I'm playing controller, like, I'll hit something cool and I'm like, oh, that was cool. But then I'll hit something on M&K that could be the exact same thing, and it just feels so much more, like, rewarding. I guess because, like, no aim assist, I'm playing against mostly controller players, and it's like, it just feels good for some reason to, like, hit those clips, hit those shots. And I don't know why. I love it, man. I'm stuck on M&K. I still love it. I do want to buy a new controller, though. I've been looking around. I've seen that Scuff just released a new controller, and I was looking at it, and it seems pretty nice, and at a decent price point for someone who doesn't solely play on controller. I was like, I might pick that up. It seems kind of cool. But I've also been looking like Battle Beaver, the Wolverine from Razer, because I've heard a lot of good about it. So I'm kind of like looking. And if y'all have any recommendations for controllers, leave them down below, because I would love to know. I would love to like get my hands on one that's actually nice that I can keep somewhere and keep it all nice and pristine. That's what I like to do. But we're gonna hop into a game. We're gonna continue playing. We're gonna talk about a couple things today, and I'll catch you in the game. This map is kind of interesting. I don't hate this map. I've also, like I said in yesterday's, I've been having this odd issue on like Forge maps for some reason. I mean, you can even see it right here. Like, my FPS is just going fucking crazy. I don't know what's going on. I'm dealing with it. Like, I'll still play the fucking game because, like, this is the only game that I want to fucking play most of the time. Let's be completely honest here. I'm addicted. Okay, listen. I fucking love Halo Infinite. I do genuinely love this game so fucking much. Like, I am wholeheartedly... I'm addicted to it, man. Like, it's one of those things that, like... I haven't felt this way about a FPS game since, honestly, probably BO3. And man, I fucking love this goddamn game so much. I don't know what it is. Like, something about it, I love it, man. It's every day when I hop on, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go for some shots, I'm gonna have some fun. Of course, I like to take my little breaks here and there, like, from it, like, of course, like most people, I'm not playing the same fucking thing every fucking day. I like to take my breaks here and there and play some other shit, but, like, I don't know what it is, man. I fucking love Halo Infinite. Like, I have since I first started playing Infinite, I was like, man, I really like this fucking game. I love the way that it feels. I love the gameplay loop. The weapons feel very, very, like, controllable and nice. I mean, there's issues with, like, servers and shit. And I feel like that's honestly like every fucking game issue these days. I'm not gonna lie. Like, same thing gets said about COD. Same thing gets said about fucking Apex or Counter-Strike and shit like that. Like, I'm not gonna just stop playing the game because I might get a fucking bad connection one game. I should have had that kill. I don't know what was going on there. But, like, genuinely, I fucking love this game, man. Like, I do not care about the hate that it gets. I do not care if it doesn't have the highest player count of... And then it's Halo and shit like that happens, and it's just funny to me. That was... He did not mean to do that, clearly, but that was pretty good. But yeah, like, it's just me being completely honest. Like, I just have, like, some weird love towards this game in particular that, like, I don't know. It's just kind of unbeatable. Like, it's very fucking odd. Damn, I'm kind of popping. Give me a second. Damn! I was popping right there. What the fuck? God damn. What the hell was happening? I have to calm the fuck down, man. I was just eating away at their fucking shields and everything in between. But man, yeah, it's just something about this fucking game that I love. Like I say all the time, like, I don't judge a game being good based off of its fucking player count. Like, that's something that I've just never done. Like, you can be like, oh, that game's fucking dead. And I'm like, okay, well, the game's good. I don't care. Like, that's just never how I viewed games, even, like, whenever I was younger. If I liked a game, I was just gonna play it because I like it. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just always been a really weird argument to have of, like, I guess it shows people who, like, and I don't mean to, like, be a gatekeepy guy like this. Like, it's not my intent with it, but, like, you can tell when someone enjoys video games versus is just playing what's popular because he plays it with his buddies. Like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. Like, it's just something that you can tell by how, like, what games people play and how they feel about gaming in general. Like, if you base what you're playing off of what is the most popular thing at the time, because that's what's big. Now, don't get me wrong, that's different for, like, a sense of competitiveness. I will agree with this. It's different in a competitive landscape. Don't get me wrong there. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. Like, if you play competitively and you're switching games because one is more endowed towards you and with, like, how much money you need to make and all of that, like, when it comes to earnings and opportunities, like, I do understand that. Like, that's totally fine. But I don't know about just people who play casually. Like, that's mostly what that's geared towards. So, for the competitive people, like, that's fine. And I love the fact that we still have, like, a competitive scene in Halo. Like, genuinely, the competitive scene, I still think is the healthiest scene in Halo, to be completely honest. Like, I mean, there's issues. There's people out there that think that just because they lose a fucking event or lose a tournament, that means the person that beat them is cheating when they aren't. Because, like, you know, they're the best. You know, they think they're the best, and they clearly aren't. But I feel like the competitive scene with Halo has always thrived really well. Like, just because Halo is inherently kind of a competitive game, it's a very dominant competitive shooter, and it's, you know, it has a lot of ins and outs that I think interest a lot of people when they come into a competitive landscape. And I mean, that's something I've always loved about it too. Like, I mean, growing up watching the MLG days, watching HCS now and stuff like that, like, the competitive landscape of Halo has always interested me. Like, even when I wasn't playing Halo heavily, like during like H5 and stuff like that, I still, like, would, you know, watch here and there because I was like, damn, this is, like, fun to fucking watch. And I've stated it multiple times here that I regret not putting more time into Halo 5 because I do thoroughly enjoy that game. I think it's really good. It's just not what I was playing at the time. If I'm not mistaken, around that same time was when, like, BO3 and shit was out. Or was that Infinite Warfare? I don't remember. I know I also had, like, a lot of life shit going on at that point in my life, so I just, like, could not put a lot of dedication into Halo 5, and it does kind of upset me to a degree, because I do genuinely love the fucking game. Like, I think it's very, very well. I think it's extraordinarily underrated when in terms of Halo. Like, I think it's just one of those games that unfortunately swept through, like, under the rug. Okay. Well, that's how I start off a fucking game. Shot up to rocket launcher spawn, I guess. But yeah, it's just one of those games I look back on and I'm like, yeah, I don't get why people hated this. This game's actually pretty fucking good. And I feel like if people played it now, they would genuinely enjoy it a lot. Like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. But yet again, that's just a changing of the times thing. Like, it's what happens, man. Sometimes a game comes out and at that point in its, you know, life cycle, it's not what people want to play. But then a couple of years down the road, it is what people want to play. Like, it's very odd, man. Like, you know, I've been playing Halo for a long, long time at this point in my existence, and a lot's changed. Like it's very odd. Like now there's people who even like are finally realizing that Halo 4 was not that bad of a game. It's really not. Halo 4 is pretty fucking good. It has its issues. Don't get me wrong. I think the loadout system, it's debatable. That's a very debatable thing to have in Halo. But like overall, like Halo 4 is a pretty damn good title. Like genuinely. And if you've never played Halo 4, like do yourself a favor, go play it. It's actually a pretty fucking good game. Like in like a story sense, competitive wise, it was like kind of cool. Like it was something different. Like that was one thing. And I feel like also people don't understand this thing with Halo where. And this is definitely like a fan thing. This is not towards everybody. But Halo has this like really odd fan thing where people want Halo to like follow trends, but then when Halo does, people get mad at it. Like, for example, look at Halo 4. They wanted to make it more accessible, kind of more like Call of Duty with like the loadout system and stuff like that, having the ordnance drops. And then people got mad at it, and they were like, okay, well, we won't do that. So they reverted it in H5, and then people didn't like that. It's very, very, very fucking odd. Like, gaming just goes through this, like, these weird things. And, you know, I think a lot of people refer to it, like, on a COD end. Like, I know people use that term, the COD cycle. And I don't think there's anything more true than that, even with Halo. Like, I would consider the Halo cycle is, like, a big fucking thing. Because people will like hate a game when it first comes out, and then, you know, after it's done, people will be like, well, this game was actually pretty good. Why did I hate this? And it's like, good job. And I think it's a lot of times why a lot of devs don't listen to that hate, because, you know, they know what they're making. They're not, you know, fucking stupid. Now, don't get me wrong. I think there's bad decisions that are made because of things like publishers needing to make money and, like, the business side of things. But, like, more than anything, Halo is a pretty damn good game, and I'm gonna die on that fucking hill, and I have been for like 2 years now. So like, I don't know. Y'all can't make fun of me much more. Like, you can call me a shill 1,000 times, which trust me, I've had it said to me enough because I simply say, hey man, I like Halo Infinite. I really do enjoy this game, and people get really, really upset about that for some reason, man. Like, I've never completely understood it. Like, people get so mad about it. Like, I don't know, man. Gamers have a weird mentality, and I don't completely understand it myself. Like, even as a gamer, I do not understand gamer mentality. It's fucking weird. Like, it's just an odd little thing. We're an odd little community. I love it, but like, I don't know. Some of us need to think our opinions through before we state them, I guess. Like, just weird to me. It's not some people who like, this is a whole different scope of things. But somebody who, like, doesn't like a game but just, like, continues to dump a ridiculous amount of hours into it, that's also one that kind of annoys me. I'm like, well, you don't like it. Why the fuck you keep complaining? Just go play a different video game. Like, it's not that hard. Like, if I get mad at Halo, I'm going to stop playing Halo for a little bit and go play something else. Like, it's not that difficult. Now, don't get me wrong, with my little challenge I have going on, I'm probably not going to be able to stop playing Halo because I need to get this done. Okay, listen, I don't know how much more time I have left. I don't know when the next game's coming out. I'm not an insider. I wish I was. I wish I knew. But I don't. As that would at least give me like a little bit of like a leeway of being like, okay, I could do this then, and I could get this done. I gotta make sure it's done though, man. Like that's the thing. And then I gotta figure out like content I'm gonna do after I'm done with these challenges, which will probably be a lot of classic Halo stuff because I still love playing classic Halo. Like genuinely, it's a lot of fun to me. Like I love hopping back over to H3 and all those games because I love them. They're great games. But yeah, like overall, like I just kind of like this game a lot, man. I have so much fun with it, and people can get mad at me if they want. That's fine with me. I still like all Halos, buddy. I've been around here for... I don't like saying that. Never mind. I'm not going to say how long I've been here, because I don't like thinking about it. It makes me sad most days of the week when I think about it. Whenever I start playing in 06, and I'm looking down and it says 2025, and I'm like, stop that right now. We aren't allowed to be that far in life. I said no. But guys, I'm going to hop out of here. Remember, like I said, streams will be starting at 9 p.m. EST, so come watch them. Come hang out with us. Come play fucking Oddball, please, or I'm going to freak out. Other than that, though, I love you all, and I will catch you later.